Good. Ooh. When I wake up in the morning, I'm getting no sleep. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm sick of not sleeping. What's up, Alvin? How are you hanging out, bro? Make sure to drop a like for you, boy. Hit the thumb button. Helps the algorithm. Not dropping the thumb doesn't do anything. Cat, I am this close to just murdering you. I hate you. Please be quiet. Still no thumb, Alvin? Cat. Go somewhere else. Or I'll kill you. I hate you. Stupid fucking cat. Ah. Maybe if I turn on the oven. Maybe if I turn the oven on, I could bake stuff in it. But if I don't, well, that's not good. And I did not. Bro, I freaking hate this cat. Get. I did not turn my oven on. That's just prolonging the steps between me and my skin of men rolls. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing alright. Baby, if you're gonna play with that, take it to your room. Turn it down. It's way too loud. You have some cinnamon rolls? Me too, dog, but the thing is that I can't cook cinnamon rolls if I don't actually turn on the oven, which I just did. And I was like, this thing is taking a long time to heat up. And I stuck my hand in there, I was like, well, that's really cold. Is something wrong with the oven? Yes, I didn't turn it on. Funny that. I have to do things. Food doesn't just automatically cook. This is the damn future, and food doesn't just cook from pouring water on it. This is bullshit. Bullshit. Those steps. If you turn that up again, I'm gonna destroy it and turn it into a million damn pieces. I'm not gonna listen to your shitty damn music all day on the loudest object in the house. Turn it down. Jesus Christ, child. Turn it down. You don't have to listen to it blasted in full volume in your damn face all day. It's crazy. What is wrong with you? Oh yeah, thank you. It's Vincent Van Gogh Godzilla, and I don't know who designed it, but they didn't put it in the center. I'll show you that they did not. That's very off center. Very off. Go to your room. You're not going to throw a hissy fit at me because I told you to do something and you don't want to do it. you got kids, you know that they're always bad. Always bad. Always doing something you don't like. But I promise you this. That is the most annoying object on planet Earth that I know about. Oh yeah, it's definitely unique. Since it's not correct. It's definitely unique. You ever feel your eyes be dry? Am I cooking with gas? No, I'm cooking with electric. If I was cooking with gas, we'd have a serious problem. Considering I never turned it on. Am I delusional? I mean, maybe sometimes, yeah. It's the lack of water. Dry sockets too. Just the outside's dry for me, but I mean, dry socket sounds unpleasant. Pure life. This is the answer. This is the answer to dry eyes. Dry eye sockets, though, man, I don't know what to tell you about dry eye sockets. That sounds pretty intense. I can already feel it moistening my eyeballs. It's just gonna take some time. Hydrate. Hydrate, dehydrate. Drink some coffee to dehydrate yourself now. Hard to beat that. Oh, appreciate that, bro. I'm a pretty mellow fellow. I just killed a spider. A small one. What is your name? It's David. Thought it clearly said that somewhere, but maybe it doesn't. I like to be a pretty mellow fellow. Do I know about Epstein? I know who you're talking about. If that's what you're asking me. Do I know about Epstein? I mean, I don't know any more than the next guy. Do you hate me? I don't even know you, bro. Oh, Henry. I am married. What's the difference between wood and a cheeseburger? You're not giving me a cheeseburger. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you, bro? Just because it's the internet doesn't mean you should make a joke like that. What's wrong with you, bro? You need mental help. Professional level. Who says stuff like that? That's some like deranged psychopath type of shit. Either way. You're very fucking weird. You need professional mental help. Very weird to say that to somebody. You don't even know me. Appreciate that, bro. Always. Always. Leave it to these young faggots to come in here and do some gay shit, too. Turn to Jesus, man. You need some Jesus in your life. It's the only man you need in your life, brother. Oh, and they got timed out. You know why they got timed out? Because they're fucking weird little dweebs. Nobody wants to listen to some weird fucking faggot on the internet. No offense to any weird faggots out there. I'm just saying that we don't really care what your opinion is. That's all. That's all. Relax. I'm not supporting genocide. Not yet. A couple more years on the internet, though, I might. It's a good possibility. What's up, G? Smart man. Let's hope so. Former CEO. Why former? What happened? Did you get fired? CEOs get fired too. Happens all the time. Every year. Every year. And I don't mean resign. I mean some of them get fired. Freckle past the hair? I actually don't know what time it is. About 9 something. 9:03. Something about a list. Oh yeah, there's a list. It's actually getting kind of crazy. Still no arrest, but kind of crazy. There are flight records. There are flight records too. But you're never going to hear about it. All you're going to hear about is Trump this, Trump that. Trump's on the list. Trump this, Trump that. That's all you're ever going to hear. That's all you're going to get out of them is Trump, 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 Trump. That's all they care about. They want to nail the final one of the coffin for that guy. I do have blue eyes. T-shirt's cool. Thank you. It's Vincent Van Gogh Godzilla. Yeah, they want that guy. They want that guy dead. Let's not forget that they tried to kill this man twice in the same year. Failed both times. They tried to kill him twice in the same year. I mean, actually tried to kill him. They had a guy waiting for him with a gun on his golf course, and they shot him in the head in Butler, Pennsylvania. They tried to kill the guy twice in 1 year. Failed both times. All right? That means one thing really is that they will do anything to keep this guy from continuing what he's doing. But why? Why would they do that? Mostly because he said he was going to release the Epstein files if he got elected again. And what did he do? He released the files. Only clowns appreciate Trump. Ah. That's a small brain take. Hey, screw him, whatever. He's still your president. Don't really care what you think. He won. We're still poor. None of us are the president. So, I mean, Yeah, he won. Bitch about it all you want. At least he's doing the shit he said he was gonna do. Which is, you know, deporting the millions of illegal immigrants that were let in the 4 years of the Biden regime and release the Epstein files, although they're redacted and kind of shitty. At least he did it. Nobody else did it. You guys could say thanks for once, but no, you're just ungrateful little cunts. We all know how he won. Yeah, by getting voted into office. Yeah, we do know that. Trim the beard? I've been thinking about it. Am I gonna do it? I don't know. But I have been thinking about it. If that's any consolation to you, I've been thinking about it. I think it's about time to check on these bad boys. Ooh, shit. Burn yourself while doing it. Use another minute. I don't think anybody worships him, bro. In fact, I'd say that the people that are worshiping him are the people that are always like, fuck Trump, this, that, and the other. The people that are always constantly talking about Trump, complaining about Trump. You guys are worshiping him. I don't fucking care who Trump, I don't care about the president, really. I just hope that the president does a good job. Like any sane American would. I just hope the president does a good job. I hope Biden did a good job. He didn't really, but I was hoping he would. And, the same with Trump. And the first time around, Trump really didn't do that great of a job. He just kind of, honestly, was sidetracked by a lot of bullshit. This time, I just don't think he really gives a fuck about your bullshit. And he's doing a pretty good job, in my opinion. But, you're going to have people that argue that, rah-da-rah-da-roo, whatever. You guys are the ones obsessed with the man. Obsession. You guys fucking grovel at those feet. Try to do anything you can to get rid of Trump because he is just an ever-present member of your mind. He's on the board meeting of your mind. Always talking shit to you somehow. He's an affront to your character or something like that. I don't fucking know. I don't pretend to know what goes to the deranged minds of the fucking left. And I don't really give a fuck. I just hope that he does a good job while he's in office. And then I hope that the next president also does a good job when they're in office. Of course, I know that if it's not a damn leftist or some activist, Democrat, then we're looking at 4 more years of the same dumb shit. The same dumb shit. A leftist crazy, but they got that gorilla grip? No, they don't. No, they don't. They got that. What you're talking about that ain't a woman, bro. The leftists have no women, no real women, anyway. It's very weird. With that kind of system, I don't think they're going to make it very long. Right. They pretend that the president has an effect on their day-to-day life, and he does not. The president has zero effect on the average citizen's day-to-day life. Yeah, maybe he'll make some policies that reduce gas prices, and there you go. Or maybe he'll write some policies that make the groceries cost less or something. Maybe. But other than that, there is fucking nothing that the president does that matters at all to you as the average citizen. So why do they care so much? Because they're fucking lunatics. That's why. Tariffs hurt your business? Are you an American? Are you a U.S. citizen? Tariffs hurt your business? Produce locally. You work with LED lights personally? Yeah, produce locally. Stop outsourcing all the labors. And while it may hurt your business, it's actually helping our economy. So, I mean, I think that business is paying more for the production of things on U.S. soil is probably better. You're a reseller? Then buy locally. Buy from the United States. Yeah, tariffs have always been in place. They may have gotten an increase, but tariffs have always been in place. Tariffs have been in place since the 1800s. You know, the early 1800s too, if I'm not mistaken. Like ever since the United States has done international trade, we have had tariffs in place. Yeah, that's a problem. That is the problem. Why do you think that we're increasing the tariffs of things? Because we've been getting stiffed over the last 50, 60 years. Everything used to come from here. It all used to be made in the USA, but now we outsource all of that work to another country that doesn't need it. Right, we're getting stiffed. I didn't even say China. I never opened my mouth about China. Americans are getting stiffed because people would rather go, like Nike, for instance, Apple, for instance, you know. They'll go open a sweatshop in an Asian country and pay these people fucking pennies a day to produce this thing and then come back here and sell this $5, $6 good for $70, $80. Then move to China. If you like China so much, then move there. Nobody will miss you. India, Taiwan, China. I mean, those are the big manufacturing hubs. A lot of shit's made in India these days. A lot of shit's made in China these days. A lot of shit's made in Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia. By saying that a lot of shit's made in a foreign country, that's racist. I didn't say anything about the people of China or the people of India, but because I said a lot of our shit is made overseas, our work is outsourced, that's racist? Wow. Remember that demographics are changing in the US. No, I didn't say it was a crime. I said if you like China so much, go live in China. If you prefer China over the United States, go live there instead. Don't try to change the United States into China. You should go to China. There's already a country that you like more, go live there instead. Same thing with like Somalians coming from Somalia and then trying to make their communities more like Somalia. Didn't you guys move from Somalia because you thought it sucked? Why would you try to make it more like Somalia here? That doesn't make any damn sense. Yo, what's up, Itchy? Right. So, because manufacturing's cheaper to do in these countries, and the reason why is because the labor is so much cheaper. We're not going to get into the human rights allegations of various sweatshops and stuff like that, but yeah, so because they make it so much cheaper over there, we're going to make it more expensive to send it here. That's what a tariff is. We didn't say anything about Somalis. I said if you didn't like Somali and you come to America and then try to make your country like Somalia, why even move? What's racist about that? Are you brain dead? You can leave if you're that fucking dumb. Nobody cares what you think. Grease monkey? Has thoughts as shallow as a puddle. Whatever you say, buddy. Darth Slayer. So hardcore. What a faggot. Shut up. Oh, another one of those guys who's never seen an inkling of pussy in his life and is never gonna see it. Doesn't have a family. Doesn't have kids, and if you do have kids, I feel real fucking bad for them. Sorry, I don't want my kids growing up in a fucking fascist state of liberal retards calling them Nazis. Never even seen a Nazi before. But you'll call people that. All while saying, if you don't support what I'm doing and what I'm saying, I'm going to beat you down in the street. Fucking weird fascist fucks. Don't worry though, you guys will get what's coming to you. Oh, here you go, buddy. Here you go, buddy. You don't want that anymore. I don't even know why you got that to begin with. Nasty, nasty, nasty. You want a cinnamon roll? Anyway, don't feel bad for my kids. They're living the good life. They get cinnamon rolls and plenty of farmland to play on and good education systems and generational wealth they can access. It's pretty good for them. Their lives are doing real a lot better than my life was when I was a kid. I can tell you that much. A little bit jealous. A little bit jealous of you kiddos. You guys got it made in the shade nowadays. You don't have to wait for internet. It's just already there. See, when I was a kid, I had to wait for it. I had to wait for the damn internet to make that sound. The dial-up. You wouldn't know about that. I had to boot up the internet. Computers sucked too. They were so slow. All you could do is play that stupid game, Slalom Slopes or whatever. Will you get down? Get down. Where's your plate? Oopsies. Two cups and string, hey, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Back in the day, internet. Yup, every time someone picked up the phone, it would stop working, bro. Like, it was bad. The internet used to suck. People these days have no concept of that. They won't grow up with shit like that. It's just ever present. All I gotta do is pick out their phone and ta-da, the internet's still there. Very strange. The only thing that did, you know, the readily available internet, is it made it so people don't have to do research of their own to figure out a topic they're interested in. They don't actually have to look anything up, like physically. They can just, you know, get the talking point from whatever commentator they like the most, they'll just agree with it, and then they'll fucking regurgitate that till the end of time. They'll never come to their own opinions. They'll never be able to form their own opinions because everything is just spoon-fed to them by some fucking internet commentator. Kind of like I'm doing right now. But you know what I'm saying, man? It's stupid. Dinosaur bones, cup and a wire, cup and a string. Hey. Nobody taught their kids growing up consequences of actions, it seems like. Like when my kids do something bad, I'm gonna whoop their ass and I'm gonna give them a good scolding, right? Internet is good if you use it for a good purpose. It's called work. I know that's something a lot of people are unfamiliar with nowadays, but yes, it's called work. Working and saving your money. My house isn't even really that nice. Oops. Yeah, it makes it a little easier, but listen here. They don't do the cross-referencing. They just listen to their favorite commentator, immediately agree with them, and then regurgitate that until they die. Well, unless he says something they don't like, and then suddenly, oh, he was always bad. It's the dumbest shit. I think that the internet has made things substantially worse. I'm in my 30s. It's the good purpose that people have trouble finding. I wasn't shy. I read that and was like, yeah, the internet could be good. I've yet to find the good purpose. Just look at a Call of Duty lobby or something like that. I look 38, sweet. Wow. I remember my past. Oh yeah, absolutely. I guess it's your cinnamon roll, buddy. We can blame that on Epstein too, though. A skin of men roll. I don't know. What comment? Oh yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know. Just depends, I guess. I don't know. I think it's a very situational thing. Everybody should raise their kids according to how they feel is right. But at the end of the day, it's really not about what you want. It's really about what they need. And as long as you're meeting their needs and they're following some sort of your expectations, I feel like I feel like they're doing a good job. As long as they don't grow into be like a shell person. Hey. Stay away from there. Get out from back there. Yeah, as long as they don't grow into some hollow shell of an individual with no thoughts of their own, I feel like they'll be fine. Beef tallow is great for almost everything, bro. I love beef tallow. Well, they need nurturing, food, water, and a place to take a shit, typically. Welcome to the internet, circa 2026. You think that's the case? You think people are just here to argue? I know that's the case. I know people are just here to argue. I don't have to think about it, I know. I see it every single time I come live. Every time. It's just human nature. It's human nature. If it wasn't in our nature to argue with each other, yeah, I don't want to send them to college. If they want to go to college of their own accord, like, hey, that's on them, but I'm not about to send them to a fucking propaganda machine, I don't want them getting brainwashed by some fucking crazy communists in college. I just don't want that to happen to them. They'll come back and tell you how Mao was actually in the right for killing 30 million Chinese people or something stupid. It's wild. College is wild. Yeah, I'm a farmer. I farm the land. Although this year I might lease the land out, let someone else farm it, and I'm going to go back to work at the factory. Yup. Well, I don't know if he wrote them all, but he definitely produced them and evaluated whether or not we should have particular information. But if you notice that it's always pro-Israel, and they don't talk about the USS Liberty or the water problems that they've had over there. They don't talk about all that shit. None of those textbooks are going to talk about that. But if you go look it up, you'll see that these people have been doing some fucked up shit ever since 1947. I don't think they will. There's, if it's like, if your kids are smarter than the people around them, then there's nothing to gain from them. There's no knowledge to be imparted from them to your kids or anything like that. By the time my kids are college age, I expect, I say demand that they are smart. I demand that they think for themselves, are critical thinkers, are intelligent individuals. I don't want them to fucking go to college to learn how to lose that, I don't want them to go to college to not be critical thinkers. And unless there's a large amount of reform in the education system and in general, I don't think that that's going to happen. I think that sending them there is going to remove their ability to critically think. And yeah, I just don't want that. I think wisdom is better than intelligence in this day and age. I think wisdom is better than intelligence. So you can be all smartsy fartsy all you want, but unless you have experience to back it up, it really means nothing. That's also a fact of the matter. You don't want some fucking 24-year-old college student coming to you and being like, oh, but this is how the universe works, you know, with his little fucking goggles on, his birth control goggles. You don't want to hear that shit. The Hart-Celler Act was authorized by a Jew. If you look into it, you'll see that a lot of shit is authorized by the Long-Nosed Tribe. Long-Nosed Tribe is always meddling, pushing their big Shylock noses into everyone's business. That's what they do. They've been doing that for thousands of years. Coffee and nicotine. KBB. Authorized, well, personally, I don't even know what that is. But the fact of the matter remains is that they do stick their nose in a lot of people's business where it doesn't belong. I guess with a nose like that, it's really hard not to do something like that. What is the Hart-Celler Act? It sounds like a fucking Edgar Allan Poe poem. The Hart-Celler. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that. So let's go look it up. I'll go look it up. Here's one of those events where we can say, hey, the internet can be useful. The internet can be useful. We'll go look it up together. We'll discover this. We'll make a discovery together. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, bing, bing, bing. Internet. Wish my wife would stop touching my keyboard. Internet made research easier a little bit. If you do the research, but what I'm saying about the internet is a lot of people don't actually do the research. They're not going to look it up. They're not going to come to their own conclusions. They're going to listen to some commentator, tell them what they think about it. And, yeah, they'll roll with it. The Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965. Well, that explains a lot. I'm not against immigration. I'm not against legal immigration, you know, so, but I can see where this might have caused some problems. I wonder what the percentage of, here it says 75% of visas issued after this new preference system were for family reunification, and 20% were for employment skills, and 5% were for refugees. That's a pretty similar amount of refugees in general as we give visas to. But what I want to know is what the preferences were before. I want percentages of visas given before Hart-Celler Act. Okay, here we go. So, before the Hart-Celler Act, 85% of visas were issued to Northern and Western Europeans, 10% to Southern and Eastern Europeans, and 5% to Asians and Africans. And I suppose that this all happened because there was a big civil rights movement, rah-rah-rah-roo, and everybody was all up in arms about mistreating Pizzagate. So this is an old term. Pizzagate has been out for quite a while now. Who started Pizzagate? Wasn't that QAnon? Isn't that who started Pizzagate? It's a conspiracy theory. No, it went viral during the 2016 election, but I could swear that it's older than that even. Maybe it's not. Maybe it started with the John Podesta and Clinton email leak. I don't know. Oops. I didn't mean to do that, kid. I just meant to turn it down here. You want something? Let's go get it. What? Ah. What? Alright, tell me what you want. Before I blow my old knees out. Twisting around. You want a juice? You want a juice? Yeah, he wants juice. Here. It's good for you. Here. Here. If you're not going to watch this, I'm going to turn it off. That is some of the most annoying media device I've ever heard in my life. Pizzagate, probably very true. They call it a damn conspiracy, but I mean at this point I don't think so. And as for the Hart-Celler Act of 1965, like I get where people would think that before the Hart-Celler Act, I can see where people would probably think that the visa allocation was kind of racist, and it was. It's a little racist. It's a little racist. It's based off of nationality. That's where you would get your visas from. But instead of replacing it with the Hart-Celler Act, which focuses on family reunification mostly, I feel like that it should have been more of like more based on work visas. You know, if people come here with work visas. Yeah, the email leaks. Yeah, that's what it says. Is that the email leaks is what really started it when they leaked all the Podesta and Clinton emails. But I mean, if there's a bunch of shit like that in there, and there's a bunch of there's a bunch of people all in high positions of power in the government and businesses. They're all fucking pedophiles. They're all really weird. They're all really weird people. They're all really weird people. But yeah, like instead of this being based off of like family reunification, I think it should have really been. I think it should be 75% employment skills, 20% family reunification, and 5% of visas should go still to refugees. But this actually placed a cap on the Western Hemisphere. You can only get 120,000 Europeans basically a year. And I think that's bad. The Naturalization Act of 1791. Back then, it says of 1790. We'll do that. Yeah, but I mean, that was the time period. So I mean, yeah, you know, whatever. Free white persons who were of good character. They had to reside here in the United States for 2 years, had to file a petition for naturalization in a common law court, and take an oath of allegiance to support the Constitution. The act allowed children born abroad to U.S. citizen parents to be considered citizens themselves. It was reformed in 95 of that year. I mean, of that century, 1795. It required them to live here for 5 years. It's very specific in this that it says white people. Oh, we just discussed a bunch, yeah, of good moral character is the key phrase, yeah. That is not Starry Night. That is Vincent Van Gogh Godzilla. Yeah, we chat about everything. We discuss a wide variety of topics on this channel. Wide variety of topics. Sometimes we argue about them too. But as long as we keep it friendly and cordial, no biggie. Don't get out of pocket with me and I won't call you a faggot or something and kick you off my page permanently. Everyone's doing good, I hope. I hope everyone's doing well. I don't know if I've told you that today, guys, but I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've had a good day. Well, I opened 2 tabs. They have ratified this act or changed it several times. So now there's another one. So it was 1790, 1795, and now this one's in 1798. What? Whoopsies. Okay, so it says now, in 1798, it increases the residency requirement for immigrants to become U.S. citizens from 5 to 14 years. and required them to declare their intent to become U.S. citizens 5 years in advance. It's part of the broader Alien and Sedition Acts, which aim to limit immigration and suppress dissent against the government. Long and hard? You must, well, it's morning for me. Maybe you're on a different side of the world, but YouTube overlords can go fuck themselves. They'll demonetize it, but it's not monetized to begin with. This is a free stream, an open forum discussion, and yeah, calling somebody a faggot falls under my First Amendment rights. Always wipe your ass good. Make sure to wipe your ass good. Somebody didn't wipe their booty. What do you want? If that's not what you wanted, what do you want? Oh, you did want this? What you want, baby? Where's your cat? Where's your cat? Where's the kitty? You don't know? You forgot? Well, where'd you leave it? Oh, there it is. Speak of the devil and it returns. Hey, come on, don't play in there. Don't play in there. Here. It's off. It's off. You can't go in there. You can't go in there. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. You better run. You better run. I see you. Kids are cute. Superpower Bangladesh? This is the first I'm hearing about Superpower Bangladesh. No, you can't have this. This is for adults only. Fool complains about a hole in his pocket, but the wise man uses it to scratch his balls. Discreetly at that, I might add. Discreetly scratch your nuts. You can discreetly scratch your nuts with a hole in your pocket. Nobody will know you're doing it. It's almost like stuffing your boner in your waistband, you know? Nobody knows you've got it, but you do. Half the world population and they still can't figure it out. I don't know about half, but it is at least 1/8 of the population of the world. I mean, between India and China, what is that, 3 billion people? There's only 8 billion people on the planet. 8 billion and some change at this point. 8 billion and some change at this point. Yo, what's up, Russia? 3,453 gazillion peoples. You carry a binder around to hold yours? Your boner? You want another juice? My daughter is addicted to these little Bio Salud Mexican strawberry drinks. I don't know why. I mean, they're actually pretty good. They help her. They help her health. I'm from the United States, Florida specifically. You can tell me anything. This is an open forum discussion. You can discuss anything you like. You can discuss anything you like. Florida, USA, Blitz. Florida, USA. You're from Russia, bro? I hope you're doing well. Russia's a good country. It's not Starry Night. It's Godzilla. It's Godzilla. Salomon Stephanus Marx. Not related to Carl, are you? Indeed, indeed. But back to the Immigration Acts. Listen, I get where they. Back in the day, them shits was kind of racist. But back in the day, you gotta admit that it was better. It may have been racist. It may not have been good for people of color. But the country was better off because we weren't taking in immigrants from fucking third world countries that have no intelligence whatsoever. The average IQ of, like, for instance, like, we take in shit tons of Somalis and Indians. The average IQ in Somalia is like 67. We're in the 80s, the low 80s. That's very low. That's very low. Yeah, no, it's true. They don't mix well. Like, if unless you intend to move here and assimilate fully into becoming a U.S. citizen, then it's not going to mix well. Just like, and this goes back into like our not even just like cultural differences like that, but like religious differences and stuff like that. Those are important too. If you don't align religiously with people coming into your country, then you're going to have a lot of problems. You're going to have a lot of problems. And the main one that you have all the problem with have little hats and big noses. They're going to try to convince you that it's the other guys, the other Abrahamic religion. You know, as a Christian, they'll try to convince me that my enemy is the Middle Eastern Muslim. But I know for a fact that that is just not the case. If you go to like Jordan or any of those countries over there that are predominantly Muslim, see how they treat you there, and then go to Israel and then see how they treat you there. But don't get me wrong, Zionism and Judaism are totally different. You know, Zionism is let's give you the exact definition. Yeah. Zionism is a nationalist movement aiming to establish a Jewish homeland in Palestine. Thoughts on modern day white people? Yeah, the immigrants that move here never do assimilate. They always try to bring their culture from their shitty countries that they came from, and then they try to make us live in that type of culture, which doesn't make any fucking sense. If it was so good, why'd you ever leave it, you know? But really, they just want our welfare money. They want free shit from the U.S. government at the expense of the U.S. taxpayer. That's really all it's about. And you know, like African immigrants and third world immigrants, they're not the only ones. It's all of them. They all do that. If you go look at any kind of immigrant household, I think it's like 80% of them are on welfare or some form of government assistance. So that's really what they move here for. Thoughts on modern day white people in America? I mean, just in general, I think that the modern American is pretty brainwashed. We can't generalize. Yeah, no, I get that. Like, boom. Many people are extremely hardworking and trustworthy. Yeah, but that's just not true. That's just not true, actually. I mean, I even out of Americans, like, most Americans aren't trustworthy, and a good percentage of them are not hardworking. So I don't know what you're getting at there. We can definitely generalize. We can definitely generalize, and there is a clear distinction between the two groups of hardworking and trustworthy and lazy and untrustworthy. There's a clear difference between the two. Right. It's a joke. It's a running joke. It's a running joke, lady. G45. It's a running joke. You might have missed it in the other streams, but the Norwegian from Sweden is back, and it's a running joke we've got going on. Yeah, no, that's a good point you make. And I live in Texas, where there's quite a number of Hispanic individuals. Oh, hold on. Why'd you do this? Oh, buddy made a stinky. Why did you do that? We got ourselves a predicament here. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks. And you little brat, go clean up that mess. Phoebe, go clean up the mess in your room. No, come on. You know what you did. Come on. Clean that up. Clean all of that up. Yeah, buddy, you're getting around to it. I gotta go unlock the doors because your mom wants to lock every damn door in the house, keep you kids from running about, doing bad stuff. Little handsome. Not just a little handsome, are you? You're ultra handsome. Clean up that mess? Where'd you put the towel? Oh my gosh. Where'd you put the rag? Where's the rag at? What did you do with the rag? Child, I don't want the ball. I want the rag you had. What'd you do with it? Stop throwing the ball at me. You're so fast. Don't run from me, because I can't keep up with you anymore. Are you going to get in the bath with your brother? Or are you going to sit here and throw that damn ball at me all morning? Anyway, we're back. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to enjoy somebody when they're out thugging out in the damn yard. What is that? What'd you do? You're fine. There's nothing on you. It's hard to enjoy your neighbor when they're out being loud and thugging out constantly. And I've never seen Asians do that. Not to say that they don't. I'm sure that there are also Asians that do that, but I know that they're few and far between. And probably generally come from the shittier Asian countries. Not necessarily from China. See, in China, they believe in social credit score. And you get good social credit score by being a good neighbor. If you're a bad neighbor, and you don't report stuff to the CCCP, then yeah, you'll get a bad social credit score. The Clint Eastwood movie Asians. You don't want those kind of Asians as neighbors. But again, like I don't think most of those. I think most of those would come here and then they get assimilated into the thug culture, into that type of culture. I don't think that they started out that way. But for the most part, you know, Asians have a very peaceful society. So early? What's so early? Street cred is real in China? Yeah. In fact, in China, it's really the only place where it actually matters. Street cred. And they give you bad street cred for doing bad shit. You don't want negative street cred in China. They won't even let you get on the bus if you got like a low enough social score. It's very crazy. But it works. Like there's this, what is it? Shenzhen? Is that the name of it? Shenzhen? Yeah, there's this place in China called Shenzhen. They claim that they can solve any crime committed in Shenzhen within 24 hours. There is no escaping Shenzhen if you commit a crime. They will figure it out within 24 hours. It's the most heavily surveilled country on planet Earth. Even more so than London. So like, you know, they watch you there. And anything's a crime. Like they'll get you for jaywalking, they'll get you for damn throwing trash on the ground. What's up? What's up, Atia? How's it hanging? We're just talking about how, yeah, they got everything there. They got everything there. And they boast about how you can solve any crime in that city within 24 hours. There's no getting away with crime there. So people don't even commit crime there. That's the funny part. That was the point I was making about it. Is that they know they're not going to get away with any crimes in Shenzhen. So they just don't commit crime there. There's like no crime in that city. And it's a huge city. There's millions of people there. Shenzhen. How many people live in Shenzhen, China? I just looked up Shenzhen. Population of Shenzhen in 2025. Yeah, it says, well, as of 2020, it was 17,560,000 people. It's approximately, well, that doesn't make any sense. I guess in this one they're including some sort of like rural count, but the urban count is 13,770,000 people, give or take. So, and it's been growing in population. But anyway, 13 million, almost 14 million people. There's almost 14 million people there in that one city, and there is almost no crime. So they must be doing something right. Here, I'll look at their crime statistics, just so we can be specific. Make sure we're not just fudging the numbers here. They say pickpocketing and tourist scams are somewhat common, but violent crime is very uncommon. Kidnapping rarely occurs against foreigners. They say rarely. This is just the AI. Let's see what Numbia says about it. Yeah, here we go. Level of crime. This is out of 100. 100 would be high. 0 would be the lowest. Level of crime is 19.85. So very low. Crime increasing in the past 5 years. 37.11, which is just low. Worries home broken into and things are stolen. 19.4, very low. Worries about being mugged or robbed. 21.8. Low. Worries your car is going to get stolen. Low. Worries things are stolen from your car. Low. Worries of being attacked. Low. Worries of being insulted. Low. Worries of being subject to a physical attack because of your skin color, ethnic origin, gender, or religion. Very low. Problems with people using or dealing drugs. Low. Property crimes such as vandalism and theft. Low. Property or problems with violent crimes such as assault and armed robbery. Very low. Corruption and bribery. This is their biggest thing. This is the highest one that's on here. It says corruption and bribery is a moderate level. Yeah, no, like in general, the crime is very low. Like it doesn't matter if you're a foreigner or not. Citizens have almost no worry of anything there. Like I seem to recall some guy on YouTube going there and leaving a briefcase just on the side of the road. And then he came back to see if it was still there like 12 hours later, and it was. Nobody touched it. They saw it, we're like, yeah, it's not mine, I'm not going to touch it. And that's how they are over there. Norway is a great country. Norway didn't join the European Union, did they? Yeah, they didn't join Norway did not join the European Union. So if you notice that like all of the countries that have joined the European Union have now become shittier. But the countries who have stayed out of the European Union are doing much better. I don't think Poland is in the European Union either. Oh, they are. But they also don't allow immigrants in their country, like at all. What do I think about immigrants coming to America? I don't typically. As long as they come here and assimilate and do it the legal way, I have no problem with immigrants. I think immigration is a strong way to bolster your economy and your country. But it's when you come here and you don't, what's the word I'm looking for? When you take out more than you put in, then you become a problem. And that's what a lot of immigrants do nowadays. They would rather take and not give back. They don't want to assimilate to American culture. They don't want to learn English. They don't want to go to church. Yeah, they should do it right, absolutely. But they don't. They don't do it right. Like a lot of them just come here, reap the benefits of our society, and give nothing back. Nothing at all. And they claim, like that's the part where I feel like we were just talking about the HART Act or whatever it was called. The Hart-Celler Act, right. That's what it was called. The Hart-Celler Act. Where instead of, getting a visa from the fact, you're from a European country or whatever. I looked at what it was before, and, it was like mostly European whites, and, well, Europeans are generally white, they were back then. I wouldn't say now. But instead of it being family reunification being 75% of visas, it should be employment skills are 75% of the visas, and family reunification should be 20% of the visas, and refugees still get 5%. I think that'd be a fair trade-off. But we just take in all these unskilled, uneducated cretins from third world countries, and they don't come here to learn our language. They don't come here to participate in our culture. They don't come here for any of that. They come here to bring their shitty culture to our country and then try to make us assimilate to what they believe. And that's a big fucking problem for a lot of Americans, and that's a big problem for every country, to be honest. I mean, just look at all the European countries that have accepted all of these immigrants from Africa and other third world countries. Africa's a continent, but it contains like all of the third world countries, in case you're wondering. Almost all of the third world countries are in Africa. But yeah, like we don't assimilate, then that becomes a problem. I don't go on TikTok. Do I like George Lucas from Star Wars? I mean, he was in episode 3. I guess he's a good actor. Yeah, they send half their checks. Yeah, if they even work. Most of them are on cash benefits and food stamps. Section 8 housing. If they even have to apply for Section 8 vouchers, most of them just get free housing, free healthcare, free money, free phones, and food. Like, most of them don't pay fucking anything at all. They never pay into the system. They only take from it. Which is a burden. That's a burden. That's an economic burden. That's a cultural burden. Like, these people are not, they're not here to assimilate. They're here simply to steal the wealth from the average American citizen. The people who actually need it in America don't get the help they need because our money is tied up helping all of these fucking third world immigrants. And that's not racist or anything. That's just a fact of the matter. And then these same people will take out, dozens of LLCs with fake companies behind them and then steal even more money from the government. Yeah, I agree. Free healthcare is good. That's a load of bullshit. That's not a load of bullshit. That's a fact. That is a fact. Most immigrants that come to the United States, whether it be refugees or asylum seekers or visa people, they do not help our economy. Not one bit. I'd say it's something around like 80%. 80% of immigrants in the United States are on some sort of social benefits, some sort of social welfare. It's not a load of bullshit. That's a fact. We can Google these facts. What percentage? Oops. Here it says 24%. Let's look up the political page, the government website. The government website says 59%. I should be specific when I say this. Illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants. 59% of illegal immigrants are on welfare of some sort. 59%. That's 3/5 of illegal immigrants. 3/5 of illegal immigrants are on some sort of welfare benefits. That's also true. It's being sent to foreign countries, foreign aid. It's a problem. It is a real problem that a lot of people don't really care to address because they feel like it's racist. I want you to break down what you just said there, Dwayne. You're one of those people that believe men can get pregnant, aren't you? Clearly. Yeah, that's a movie reflecting elitist society. And Stanley Kubrick died right after that from a heart attack. Right after that movie came out and he showed everybody what Hollywood and all those elitists were up to. Like, you know what they say, truth is stranger than fiction? That's a good example of it. And anyway, after he let that movie out and it aired for the public, he died from a heart attack 5 days later. Coincidence? There are no true coincidences. Yep. They killed his ass. They killed his ass. But he made a lot of movies like that, you know, like Clockwork Orange. Like that was a movie about a dystopian society of people addicted to drugs, which was milk. In this, it was like a drugged milk, and they were crazy. But it was not as crazy as what the government was doing. You know what the milk addicts were doing, being thugs out in the streets and shit. That was not as bad as what the government was doing to these people. And that was kind of the whole point of the movie. Not to say that they weren't also doing bad shit, because they did definitely do bad shit. But either way, the truth is stranger than fiction, man. And Eyes Wide Shut was a documentary, not fiction. That was a documentary. Anyway, I gotta get my kid out of the bath, so hold on. Soylent Green, ever seen it? It's people! It's people. That's like a fucking thing right out of goddamn Warhammer. Corpse starch. You ready to get out, buddy? Are you ready to get out, pal? Man, you sure you know how to make a mess? You sure you know how to make a mess? Come on, bud. Come on, buddy. Thank you, Phoebe, for putting up all the toys. Thank you for putting up all your brother's toys. It's very sweet of you. Do you want a treat for that, or are you good? You do want a treat for it. Well, let me get you something. You're doing a good job. You did a good job, Phoebe. You're welcome. But thank you. You're the one who did a good job. Oops, there it is. Hey, don't make a mess with that one, okay? Don't make a mess with that one. Do 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 do. You guys got water on the floor, but I don't even care anymore. Watch out, buddy. You gotta clean your little butt. You gotta dry you off, little man. Look at you with your crazy hair. Crazy hair just don't care, do ya? Big man, big man, big man, big man. Them little buck teeth. Them little buckaroonies. Little handsome boy. Big man, big man. Oh. Here, I'll give you your sister's tablet. I'll give you your sister's tablet, but you gotta turn it down or she's gonna freak out on you. Oops, wrong button. There you go. Take that, pal. Boom, we're back. Soylent Green. I think I have seen Soylent Green. A long time ago. I think my brother made me watch it. And that movie, They Live. That's another good example. Am I Muslim? No, I'm not Muslim. But yes, I do have Fortnite. I'm a Christian. Do I talk in Arabic? No, I don't. I speak English. I speak English, my friend. Those damn dirty apes. Planet of the Apes. The old one. I mean, the new one was okay, but I didn't watch all of the new ones. I only watched the first of the new ones, the first remake with what's his name? That other pedophile guy from Hollywood. Or he may not be a pedophile, but he's definitely a weird rapist. Sexual assault case or something like that. What do you want, boy? 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 Oh, buddy. No, James Franco. I know who you meant. Oh, Marky Mark. What? Come on, go. Take your stuff and go. The old-fashioned way. My baby was made the old-fashioned way. Both of them were. What's my opinion on the halftime show? Well, I don't have an opinion on it because I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the NFL game. I haven't watched the NFL in years. Ever since the Saints lost that game in the finals because of that no-call pass interference, I was like, oh, this shit's rigged. So I stopped watching the NFL quite a long time ago. And as it turns out, apparently I'm lucky. I'm lucky to have already stopped watching the NFL. Because apparently it's just gotten worse over the years. Apparently it's just gotten worse. So I don't know. But I didn't watch the other one either. I didn't watch any of that shit. I don't care to watch that type of shit personally. So I didn't watch Kid Rock's version of it either. I don't watch baseball either. I find baseball kind of a boring sport to watch. Give it to Dad. I don't watch too many sports at all. I used to watch basketball, but that got super political. And, you know, lost interest in that because I didn't watch basketball for politics. I watched basketball to see people put the fucking ball in the hole. And do it well. But now it's more about making a statement than anything. Hey, don't do that to him. Give it to me. Behave. Yeah, I don't watch too much professional sports anymore just because it's all political now. You know, they always try to put some fucking message in there. As a white guy, I wouldn't be comfortable walking around Philadelphia at all. Isn't that like one of the epicenters of the fentanyl epidemic? Yeah, you shouldn't be walking. I think even back in the day, walking around Philadelphia was a bad idea. Like even when it was mostly white, I feel like you would still get mugged. But now Philadelphia is just a fucking cesspool. It's isolated in North Philadelphia. That's like Kensington though, right? Kensington's in Philadelphia. I am thinking of the right spot, I think. It's like the epicenter of a lot of drug trafficking and violence in America. The Badlands, yeah, exactly. But I do watch that show. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's one of my favorite TV shows. But I know that that's not actually filmed in Philadelphia. I can't imagine they'd want to go there too often to film. But yeah, no, that shit's fucking wild. Like it's really absurd. Oh, how the mighty have fallen, right? That's pretty much an apt description of all of America at this point. Closest thing to Gotham City. So you need a Batman, but there isn't one. That's rough, man. That's rough. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. I know what you need. Some areas are safer than others. I mean, yeah, I mean that goes for every town you go to. It's not just Philadelphia, it's every town in the United States. Some are safer than others. And some parts of them are safer than others. I think I left the faucet on. I did. Whoopsies. I left the faucet on. Yeah, I've heard Philadelphia has gotten substantially worse over the past few years. No doubt. Come on, bud. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Slowly but surely. What did I miss? Yeah. And also, you know, if you're surrounded by a bunch of people and you have a gun, there's a good chance that one of them might get the gun off of you. But if you're just armed with two guns that are literally your arms, I think knocking somebody out is probably the best course of action. Punching somebody in the face isn't done enough. You're glad you live in Washington State? Washington State's actually pretty nice, but there's still some, like Seattle. Like I would imagine you don't want to go living in Seattle with all the Antifa nut jobs making their autonomous zones. The Bone Tactical Bone Opener Keychain for Self-Defense. That sounds like a really interesting name. Yeah, like if you live in the country, like I would say that most country or rural areas, as it were, are very peaceful. With purpose. They're peaceful with purpose. Yeah, let's look that up. That sounds crazy. Bone Tactical. Force multipliers. Bone Thumper, hardwood batons. Yeah, they got some stuff on here. Bone Crusher. Bone Armory Bow, which is just a solid piece of metal with spikes on it, basically. Fix government here, reliefwood.com/fix. All right. Yeah, I mean, if it feels good, I would prefer it to feel good. I'd prefer to get manipulated for good and it feel good. The government's going to manipulate you no matter what you do, right? So the best thing is to, best thing that they could do for you is at least let you enjoy it. My eyeballs are still dry. Yeah, these are kind of cool knives, but they're very expensive. You can get a cheaper knife than this. You can get cheaper knives than this, still do the same thing. Do I support Israel against Palestine? That's a pretty dumb thing to say. You're asking me if I support genocide, basically. The answer is no, I don't support genocide. It doesn't matter who's committing the genocide. It's bad. Yo, what's up, anime bro? How's it hanging, bro? Who the fuck's making 420? Yeah, genocide is pretty dumb. Or if you're asking me if I support Zionism, I don't support Zionism either. I think it's bullshit. I think that they could just learn to get along, but they choose not to do that. They had a good system already mapped out. They had a good system. They did. They had a good system. But then, one of them got greedy, like they always do. You're in India, it's night? Well, I would think so. I look like Conor McGregor. I've heard that a couple of times. That wouldn't be the first time I've heard that. There's this game I got called Endless Sky. It's kind of like this, it's kind of like playing Asteroids. It's very complicated. Player info. Alright, we can do it in small screen too. Okay. Wicked sick. Uh-oh. Alright. Alright. This game is complicated. You're a hairy wizard. Will going to jail finally give you the respect you deserve? I don't know, bro. I think you're gonna get disrespected in jail more than respect. Jail is a bad thing. Going to jail is a bad thing. It means you did something bad. You can gain insider info from other gang members. Why would you want to? I feel like that's also bad. I watch all those videos on like like they'll some dude will have this animated guy like what it means to be a cartel member or what it means to be a member of the Russian mob, this, that, or the other, and it always ends up with their lives kind of suck. The benefit of being in a gang in jail, I feel like if you have to join a gang in jail, you've already lost. You've already lost. You might as well just give up your freedom. Didn't you watch that movie Shot Caller? You go into jail with 2 years on your sentence, and you end up with 20 years on your sentence. It's always a bad thing. They don't care about you, man. Yeah, if you're in prison at all, you've already lost. You've already lost everything important to you. Everything America was about, you've already lost it. Freedom, kiss it goodbye. Join a gang, you're going to be in there forever. You're never going to get out. Shot caller going to jail look cool. Yeah, blood in, blood out. There's only one way out of the gang. They're gonna nix you. Yeah, freedom by, dignity by, respect by. The people whose respect matter will no longer respect you. I might have a Red Bull a week. Blood in, blood out made it look even cooler. Blood on my knife or shit on my dick. Do I like Diddy? I can't tell you if I've ever even heard like a Diddy song. No tortillas. How old is my girlfriend? I don't have a girlfriend. I got a wife. And she's similarly aged to me. She's in her late 20s. Would I ever turn to Christ? I don't have to turn to Christ. I'm already there. We got married when damn, how old was I? I think I was 28. What year is that? That was 4 years ago. Yeah, I was 28 when we got married. Is Catholicism good enough? I mean, I don't think your denomination of religion really particularly matters. I think as long as you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, you're alright, brother. Get younger? That's some foreign shit to say. What's the biggest fish I've ever caught? I don't know. I caught like a 40-pound alligator gar one time. That's probably the biggest one probably the biggest fish I've ever caught. You caught a sailfish? When did I know that my partner is the one? Oh, man. So, I met my wife back in 2016. We used to work together. And I saw that mean little looking bitch. It was like, that's the one. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much how it went. I knew even back then. I was like, I really like this chick. She's really cool. She had like weird little cut bob hair and whatnot. Yeah, he's definitely pretty weird. He's definitely pretty weird. I would keep your kids away from that type of people. But yeah, I knew my wife was the one long time ago. Is marriage not meant for everybody? I don't know. I mean, marriage is for me, but that's a very subjective question. I mean, that really depends on you. You know what I mean? Buddy will get gone. He'll have a day to think about his decision making. Just roll a J and remember your humanity. No, I did not hear about Sarah Stock. New pilot. What should I name my new pilot? I'm gonna name him Real Alec Andor. Boom. Boom. Alright guys, should I get a transport shuttle, a star barge, light freighter, or a Sparrow interceptor ship? No, it's that stupid tablet that I gifted my daughter for her birthday. I've got 480,000 credits. What kind of ship should I buy? One's the shuttle, the transport shuttle is 338,000 credits. The light freighter is 395,000 credits. And the Sparrow interceptor is 442,000 credits. Start the meditation. Show us your kids. That's a very pedo thing to say. Yeah, you're fucking weird, bro. You're weird. I'm gonna buy the most expensive ship. It's got guns. It's the smallest and cheapest combat ship available, but it's the most expensive ship here. What the fuck are they talking about? Yeah, he's super weird. Super weird. So there's a lot of stats for everything. Two out of every three first-time ship buyers who choose to pilot a Sparrow lose their ship, and often their life as well within the first month of owning it. They swear by replacing the stock weapons with missile launchers. Well, very interesting. So, all right, yeah, fuck it. We're gonna go on hard mode then. I guess this is hard mode. Yeah. Alright, now I have 38,000 credits. With some trepidation, you give the shipyard owner your money and take your new ship for a test drive, piloting it out of the shipyard and onto a spare landing pad by the spaceport. Then you get out and look the ship over a bit more closely. You're busy polishing out a few rust spots with a piece of steel wool when an old man in grease-stained coveralls walks up. Says, nothing quite like buying your first starship. Well, I don't plan to keep it too long. You get something nicer. Where are you trying to go? He says he's trying to go to a reserved spot in a retirement home in New Greenland. Sounds good. Every world with an outfitter will at least carry a map with information on the neighboring systems. Buying them can help you if you're not quite sure where you're going. Alright. An outfitter. Alright. Sometimes you may want to buy some outfits directly into your cargo hold instead of having them installed. Perhaps the mission has asked you to retrieve some outfits. Maybe you want to carry extra ammunition to refill your ships somewhere or something. This is a lot of reading. This game is a lot of reading. Good choice. Yeah, we're gonna do the hard stuff. We're gonna do the hard stuff. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff. Okay. I see. So there's a local map. And it only costs 1,000. How do I buy stuff? Alright, I see. Buy. Now I have 37,000 credits. They said I need to replace the beam lasers with missile systems. How do I do that? How do I do that? I have no idea how I do that. How do I... You cannot install missiles if you have not first purchased a pod, launcher, or storage to store them in. I see. So it looks like I'm going to have to wait to do that. Job board? Rush delivery to Mars. Bulk delivery to Earth. Delivery to Harmony. Okay, I've never, I'm not, doesn't seem like I've done, does not seem like I've done, enough to do this yet. I can do this. Let's see, what's this gonna pay? 16,000? I can do that. So let's do that. Let's do that. Depart. Map. I'm trying to go here. Right? It says press J to jump, L to land. M to bring up your map. One's the escape button. Alright, we're in the Sol system now, baby. Earth. Where the fuck was I going again? It was Mars, right? Oh, shit. How do I fly this fucking ship? Whoa. Yeah, we're trying to go to Mars here. It says L to land. Or no, I can just click it. I drop off my cargo payment of cloned meat and collect $16,000. Sweet. Alright. Rush delivery to Windblade. That's way out of the system. Transport student to Valhalla. That's also way out of the system. Where's Glory at? That's also way the fuck out there. Okay, so this game is complicated. Is the game free? Yes, actually the game is free. 100% free. The game is free. It's called Endless Sky. You can get it on GOG. I would go on GOG and get it because you can, even though it's free, you can just, you know, you get the DRMs. You own the game. You can do whatever you want with it. You can copy the game files and give them to your friends. I would get it off GOG. If you can help it, get it off GOG. So we're gonna go back. Done. Trading. Plastics are very low, but I can only carry 15 tons of cargo. So even though plastics and medical equipment's very low, I wouldn't gain a lot of money by doing that. The best way to gain money, it seems, to be to go to the job board. The job board and bring a tourist to Calda. Well, that's not too far away. I need to go to the outfitters. That's what we need to do. They can, they're gonna, hold on. How do I do this? This place doesn't have an outfitter, actually. So, oops. This place doesn't have an outfitter, so we're gonna have to depart. Maybe go to Earth instead. Earth is, yeah, surely gonna have an outfitter. Of course. Directly into planetary storage by selecting the outfit and pressing the U button. This can be useful if you want to shuffle outfits between ships, store outfits for future use, or simply try on different outfits. Outfits and storage can also be tried. Purchase cargo mode. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's a free game and it's really complicated. It's like I don't know. It's like a space exploration game where you build your own ships and stuff. I don't know how to describe it, but it's really complicated. There's a lot that goes into it. That's the damn heater on. Put the damn heater on. My legs are sweating. Oh, okay. So there's pods on this one. There's missile pods on this one. All right. So, but first I want to get the local map. Buy one of these. It reveals 12 minables. So let's see about turning these into Sidewinder missile pods. What's this all about? Wait a minute. So I need to buy the launcher and the pod? Is that what they're trying to tell me here? It kind of seems to be what they're trying to tell me here. Fuck it. We're going to buy one. We're going to buy a missile launcher as well. Oh. So I need to remove this, right? Sell those. Where's my free stuff? Where is it at? Outfit space needed. Weapon capacity needed. Where's my weapon capacity? Outfit space free, 17 out of 130. Weapon capacity, 22 out of 25. I don't understand. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Okay. Let's do some missiles. Do 20 of them, I guess. Yeah, sure. Why not? They said that's the best way to survive. So we're gonna take this. It did give me some new map stuff. So let's go back here. We're gonna go back here. Land. Go check out the job board and see what it is. See what there's gonna be. New Sahara, New Washington. Yeah, so we can do this. 5,400 credits. Get the fuck out of here. Delivery to Twin Star. It's 22,000 credits, but I haven't mapped a route there yet. Let's try something else. Not very much money. 3,500 to Prime. So we could go to Beetlejuice for 24,000 credits, but I have not mapped our route there yet, so it might take some time. One buck. Bro, why are people on the internet so fucking weird? He's gone now. I mean, fucking weird motherfucker. Weird motherfuckers. He's definitely under the influence of something. Did I accept the mission? Fuck. Where is it? Oh, man. Go here to complete. Unfinished requirements. System of importance. Okay, so we gotta go to Beetlejuice somehow. We gotta make it to Beetlejuice. And I don't exactly know how we're gonna do it because we've never been there. So let's just depart and jump. What's here? Yeah, slow down, slow down. Place kind of like, yeah, the internet's very strange. But hi, Abdul Kareem, how are you doing, broski? This is one of those desert planets with nothing on it. Okay. So we're in Procyon. We're gonna jump this way to the unexplored system. What do they mean, uninhabited star system? L. Refuse to clear. How did they say that? Wait a minute. H. There's no more ships here. And I should have read. Listen, are they gonna help me? Okay, we did it. We did it. Are they gonna give me fuel or what? They'll be here in a minute. How do I do the afterburner thing, yeah? Aha! We're good. We're good. Alright, so they've done it. Is there a planet here? Oh man, this is bad. Oh, there is a planet here. Come on now. Nope. None I can land on though. That's not good. find a planet. Oh shit. I'm in quite a pickle right now. I'm stuck floating in space. What do I do? What am I supposed to do, guys? Yeah, the background learning pad is great, right? Fucking thing is loud as shit. There's no planets to land on, and there are no ships to hail. What do I do? What do I do? Uh-huh. No ships to hail, and no planets to land on. I guess I just fly off in the random direction of a star system and hope that I get there, right? We'll see what happens. I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll see. We will see. I have no idea what to do. That's Godzilla, dude. That's Godzilla destroying the town from Starry Night. We're gonna try flying this way. I don't necessarily know that this is gonna do anything at all. I'm gonna keep flying though. I'm gonna keep flying. But I don't think I can actually leave a star system like this. Did I watch Godzilla 1? I did not. I'm playing a game called Endless Sky, which is kind of like Asteroids, but with a bunch of economy and space and, you know, spaceships and stuff. And I'm having quite a bit of trouble, actually. I think I am stuck. I think I am stuck now. I'm just gonna keep flying off in this direction, and hopefully it'll get me to another star system where there's a place I can refuel my ship or something. But from the looks of it, there is not. I do not have enough fuel to make a jump. Yeah. I'm trying to get way the fuck out of here. So, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. It'll come back, don't worry. You can't actually get rid of your fingerprints. It'll come back. I know that probably sucked, but it'll come back, don't you worry. So I don't think there's any point in traveling this way. I don't think you're ever going to get out of the star system like this. But it was worth a shot. Where am I at? Am I in this system? I gotta find a ship to give me some fuel. I'm just gonna keep trying to fly out of the system. I don't think I can though. It would seem that I cannot fly. I'm 6 foot tall. Feels weird when you touch something smooth. I guess it would depend on what you're touching. What smooth thing you're touching. Yeah, I'm definitely. I don't think this is doing anything. Like, how much time could it take? Honestly. So we're going to go back to flying towards the planet, which was pretty far away. Pretty far away. Ah. You gotta wipe the snow off of it? Wipe the snow and ice off of it? Yeah, it looks like I can just, no planets in the system I can land on. No ships I can hail. Escorts will now expend ammo always. Q, W, E, R, T, Y, I. Info? Okay. O, P. That's just pause. A, S, D, F, G, H. Can't jump. No planets to land on. Z, X, C, V, B, N. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I figured it out. Vic 3. Have I played any Paradox games? I don't know. I do like strategy games, though. I think this is considered kind of like a strategy game. But, yeah. It's confusing. It's confusing and it's difficult. Third world countries and immigrants. I've done quite a bit of research about third world countries and immigrants, actually. But thank you. Appreciate your sentiment, however negative it is. Where is it? Where is it? Probably another bananas and rice individual. Victoria 3. So it's kind of like Civ in a way. Yeah, we don't get behind the negativity. So it's kind of like Civilization in a little bit of a way, I guess. I like Civilization. Where? You said you'll be here in a minute, ship, but you nowhere near me. I see. Are you gonna help me or what? Okay, I'm back at the planet. So let's just stop moving. I'll have to check that out then. I do like those 4X kind of Civilization style games though. I do like strategy games like that. They're really good. Probably my favorite types. Favorite types of games. Endless hours of fun. Oh, I blew past the guy. That's why. That's why. Yeah, okay. Here he is. So they'll only give you 1 bar of fuel, so you got to make a good jump. And I know that there was nothing in that last system, so fuck a doodle. Let's try this one then. Well, there was something in that last one, but they wouldn't let me do anything. Let's just jump there. Yeah. Let's try that one. Okay, they do let you land here. Sweet. We're good. Got our fuel back. We're good. We're good. Maybe there's something going to Beetlejuice. Doesn't appear to be though. But I do need to go to this. Alright. So let's go to the outfitters. Outfitter. Okay. I didn't know I spent any ammo. I'm gonna take this local map though, buy that, because that always seems to help, having a map. So we're gonna jump to this space. We're gonna jump to the next one. Alright. Anything going to Beetlejuice or Fact? No, there is not. So we're gonna go 2 more systems. Oh, they're attacking me. What the hell? I didn't, land here. Okay, so that was easy. How do I attack something, I wonder? What's up, bro? Who is that? You changed your name, whoever it is. Frostpunk? Frostpunk is actually a pretty fun game. There's a second one out now. Why do you want to see my home? You want to see the computer screen? Ah, you changed your name. What's up, bro? How's it hanging? This game is complicated. So far, I don't think I'm doing such a good job. But perhaps I should look at the settings and figure out how I'm supposed to shoot things. Oh, I have streaming software. I use OBS. And I have streamed game videos before, but I typically just don't anymore. Just don't typically do it anymore. It's too quiet in here. That would explain it. That would explain it. They're all asleep. They're asleep. Shh, they're asleep. Alright, so apparently there's a way. You gotta get an encoder, bro. Dustin, you gotta get an encoder. If you get an encoder, it makes it a lot easier. And by that, I mean some sort of streaming software that will capture your gameplay and then upload it for you. That's how I do it anyway. And I use Streamlabs OBS to do it. Oh, you gotta. So, are you trying to stream on YouTube? Like, where are you trying to stream? Because it's different for each time, but each one has like a unique stream code or like stream ID or whatever. And you got to upload that. You got to copy and paste that into the bar where it's asking you where it's coming from. Oh yeah. Then when you go in studio, when it asks you like how you want to go live or whatever, you have to make sure that the encoder identities match, the encoder IDs match. What do I do professionally? Well, I'm a professional farmer and I'm a professional flexographic printer. Basically, I work in like packaging manufacturing. Peace out, anime. So I gotta figure out how to, what's the word? I gotta figure out how to target and shoot things. Watching from Perth, Australia. Wicked sick, bro. The land down under. I do love me some Australia, by the way. I do love me some Australia. Your father's a farmer? Well, I'm doing good, by the way. I hope you're doing well. I did not watch cricket, brother. I know what a VR game is. I know what a VR headset is. I'm just saying that like to stream you have to. It would be easier for me to describe it if I was looking at the screen, but on YouTube they make it you have to have an encoder. You have to have a streaming software that's going to upload and capture for you. And then you have to make sure that your encoder ID works. And then you have to upload the encoder ID into the part on YouTube where it's asking you for your encoder information. It's not that hard. Like it took me like 2 or 3 videos to figure out exactly how to do all that stuff. And I recommend like you just go look it up. Just go look it up. If are you on PC? Do you have a PC, Dustin? That's what really matters. Because if you're not on PC, then ignore everything I said. Because I have no idea how to do it any other way. No idea how to do it any other way. So where's the settings? Okay, here we go. Targeting. Select hostile ship. Fire primary weapon is tab. Okay, so it's R and tab. Alright, enter ship. R and tab. R, tab. Doesn't seem to be working. Do I have a primary weapon? Okay, so that's not working. So let's figure it out again. Fire. Wait a minute. Select secondary weapon. W. Fire secondary weapon is Q. Let's try that then. Okay, well there's no more pirates, so oh well. Can I go to this planet? They died. Whoops. So they died. We're gonna go to Beetlejuice now. This one doesn't have an outfitter, so I can't buy a map. Job board, no jobs I can do either, so let's do what I was going to do originally. We're going to fly here. What? Farmers? Or flexographic printers? I mean, that's my career, flexographic printing, but currently I'm waiting to go back to do that, and should be within a week or 2 from now. And as for farming, it's winter, so I don't really have anything to do right now. I've already tilled the field and plowed the field, so everything's good with that. And I might not even do the farming this year. I might lease the land out for someone else to farm, because if I get my old job back at the factory, if I get my manufacturing job back, then I'm definitely not going to have any time to be farming, since those are 12-hour shifts, 6 days a week typically. So, but I do quite a bit of work, contrary to popular belief. Can you show us your farming area in your live stream? Yeah, you can go back and look at all the live streams. Most of them are outside. If you go look at the original ones, most of them are outside. I don't want to go outside right now. It's not pleasant, and I'm in shorts. Alright, so let's go. This ought to do it. Let's try that one. One more jump and we ought to be there. Ah, this one's got an outfitter. Sweet. So let's do that. Take a look at the map. Ah, here we go. Beetlejuice. We're good. We're there now. It's bad for my health, you say? Oh, well, this was a cool looking system. This is a cool looking little system. Sweet, I've gotten some money. I've gotten some money. Maelstrom, 11,000. Okay. So let's do this one. Let's do this one. We can go back to that system. What's the other one? Let's see. Anyway, we're gonna go here. Part. Oh. Okay. I died. That was quick. Well, I died. Well, that's rough. Remove. Delete. All right. That was easy. I died. I died, my friend. So this game's pretty difficult. I have not gotten very far. I'm supposed to pay back my loan, which is like 1,000,000 credits, but I have yet to be able to do that. Hi, Babram. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, anyway, that game's pretty hard. I would recommend it. If you guys like difficult games, it's a pretty fun little difficult game. It's got a lot of content in it. A lot of content in it. They said that there's months worth of content, and it's a big game. It's a big game. How much is my height? You mean how tall am I? I'm 6 foot tall. Hello, Philippe. You must be from, guessing from the last name, you are from an Asian country that speaks French. Don't quote me on that. Not too certain. We stopped arguing about immigrants and social benefits and stuff, and then everybody left. So apparently people like it when I argue, and they don't like it when I'm just docile and passive. Am I French? Am I French? No, I'm not French. I'm a farmer. I farm the land. Sow the crops, so to speak. What about the Epstein files? Yeah. Until somebody gets arrested, I don't give a shit. Unless people go to jail for what they've done, it doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, I can't do anything about it. What is your job? You mean my job? if you're talking about my career, what I do as a professional, do I export farm products? No, I don't export them, not out of country anyway. I sell them at the farmer's market, and I've got a couple of deals with a local restaurant. They buy my peppers and tomatoes and stuff like that. You were Walter White's father? All right. Very interesting. Nope. I do not get any government subsidies for farming. I live on a small farm, so technically, I don't qualify. I don't qualify. Also, this is all organic, so we don't receive any like seed from the government or anything like that, or any corporation. This is all, and in fact, I think that like seed like that is kind of banned here. So these are all heirloom organic crops that we grow. I am 31. What's your name? My name is stated clearly on my page. In America, it's illegal to store rainwater. No, that's not true. I mean, there might be some places where there's codes against it and stuff like that, but generally speaking, no, that's not true. At least I don't think so. Let's look it up. I have heard that before. Is it illegal to store rainwater? It says some states have specific regulations, like Colorado and Utah have restrictions, but many states encourage rainwater harvesting for conservation and stormwater management. So, no. But some concerns with it would be like, like propagating mosquito populations. Well, most people don't just drink the rainwater. They filter it. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources will provide statewide assistance and ensure the best water reuse and rainwater harvesting practices. Senate Bill 163 recognizes the benefits of harvesting rainwater. Here in Texas, I don't think it's regulated at all because sometimes we don't get a lot of rain. But really, it just depends on the state. So it depends on the state, but overall, no, it's not illegal. You think so? Why would North Dakota be less safe? Well, it's not that it's illegal. It's just that they've got laws on how you should do it to make sure that it's practical for one, and two, environmentally safe. And sometimes storing rainwater, like you could see some people have good systems for collecting rainwater, but other people will just store it in tanks and use it that way. But there's negatives to that, because if you store rainwater in like a place where mosquito populations might thrive, like you could propagate mosquito populations, and that's a bad thing. So they want you to do it safely. Everything's bigger in Texas. What they mean by that is the bill. The bill is bigger in Texas. But in terms of like when they say that, they really just mean that Texas is a massive state and it takes forever to get anywhere. Hello, Leo. How are you doing? It takes forever to get anywhere. That's why they say that. You could drive 12 hours through Texas and still be in Texas. This. Which Texas are you from? What? I'm not from Texas. I just live in Texas now. I'm from Florida. Originally, I'm from Florida. Alberta farmers are in a water crisis. That's probably all. That's probably all man-made water crisis, though. You know what I mean? It's probably with intent. There's always a reason. Since water is so abundant on Earth, that you should never have a water crisis unless you're in a drought. But for the most part, do I like farm life? Yeah, I love it. It's great. Peace, quiet. I can do what I want. You would drink water, but it's like gay soda. Try mineral water or carbonated water. Yeah, you need to drink some carbonated water, man. I like mineral water. I like mineral water with lemon. It's good. Well, you're looking at the Norwegian from Sweden right here. An irrigation issue? Well, don't you guys have like underground aquifers you can drill into, or groundwater? Can't you dig a well? Yeah, it's pretty good too. Mineral water is pretty good. Do I catch alligator? No. I stare through my eyebrows? I'm crazy? You think I'm crazy? I might be a little crazy. Everybody's a little crazy. What is that even supposed to mean? You are the cartel head? What is my face care routine? I don't know. Wash it at least once a week. What set am I repping? John, we've talked about this. I told you I don't rep a set. Climate change is a myth, bro. The climate is always changing, constantly. It's never not been changing. Human effect on the climate is almost negligible compared to what it has been, what the climate has been in the past, you know. You're from East Texas? Wicked sick. I live in East Texas right now. It's a great way to get involved in the community. Isn't that what CRIP stands for? Community Response and Progress? Do I store a bunch of food for the apocalypse? No. I don't. I'm not that crazy. North Florida? No, I'm from Cocoa Beach. Cocoa Beach, Florida. Merritt Island specifically. Wait a minute. Whoa, what are you talking about, T-Ferg? What are you talking about? Do I wipe it or splash it? You talking about my ass? You donated French fries to a homeless in Florida once? Just once? What kind of French fries were they? Were they McDonald's fries? Because, I mean, that's pretty goated. If they were like Burger King fries, though, it's a big negative. Depends on the French fries. Depends on the French fries. You like this blanket my mom made me? My mom made me a blanket. McDonald's, hell yeah. It's way hotter in East Texas than it is in Fort Lauderdale. Like right now, maybe. Can I still speak Swedish language? I never did speak the Swedish language. Yeah, my mommy made it. My mommy crocheted this whole blanket. She was like, yeah, you like camo colors? I'm gonna throw camo and purple together. And put some purple in there. It'd be pretty dank. Yeah, I like this blanket. My wife says it's itchy, but I don't think so. What's wrong with the South? I like the South. I think the South is a lot more accepting than the North. It's a lot more culturally diverse as well. If you go look at the demographics of the South compared to the North, Britisher language. I speak several languages, but none of them are Swedish. Tell that to New York City. Yeah, but we're friendlier down here. Certain types can't handle the coolness the North brings. Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, yeah, probably so. You guys lie a lot? You talking about Southerners? People from the South lie a lot? People up here always tell the truth. If you say so, I mean, I think that's probably really subjective, depending on who you're talking to. I'm gonna shoot you straight, brother. I'm gonna shoot you straight every time. Southerners are nice to your face. Yeah, I'd rather them be nice to my face and talk shit about me behind my back than just be complete fucking assholes to me. Like people from New York. Like the default setting in New York is to be an asshole. People in New York? Yeah, kind of probably so. That's just human. I think everybody will talk a little bit of shit. There's less violence because of it? No, that's not true. New York is way worse in terms of violence than where I live. Way worse. There's bad apples in every group. It's true. That's true. Somebody is always going to be a bad apple. I need to get good at this game. Statistics don't lie, though. Yeah, I mean, when you're talking about statistics, though, it always falls back to the same demographic of people. As unfortunate as that is the truth. We're gonna try a shuttle this time. feel like a shuttle. I feel like a shuttle will do it. It says that sucks. Take a star barge. Screw it. We're gonna do a star barge. Star barge. Leave. $10,000 credits to get this guy. To one place. So first place is gonna be, let's see the one to Vega. What's this one? Sept. And what's this one? Yeah, so we're just gonna go back. Job board's good. Trading. Let's do the outfitter first. Let's get this here. Local map. Buy that. So that was very important the last time. Buy low and sell high. Buy low and sell high. And that's how we do it. Let's just buy all the clothing we can buy. Alright. And then we're gonna go. Where the fuck was I supposed to go again? Vega, right? Press F1 to see all the help messages. It's true. Daywalker of the Ginger and Blondes. Thanks. Yeah, sure. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, fuck yeah. I can make some profit here. Boom. Ah, sweet. I've already got some money. Let's land there again. See what else I can get. Let's see what else I can get. Job board. Accept the mission. What are these? Delivery to New Boston. 11 tons of diamonds. Holy shit. And they only pay you 5,000 credits for that? You're crazy. Trading. Very low. Buy. Alright. Alright. Depart. And we're gonna go to Mincat now. So let's try that. Since I'm in a trading ship. Oh yeah, small towns are like that. Alright, trading. No, we're not going to sell here. We're not going to sell here because it's not enough money. Let's try our tourist. Which one was the thing? Get the blue ones are the ones where I've got business to take care of. waiting for this one the whole time. So he gave me 10,000 creds, easy money. Sell all, that's not bad. We'll do it like that. We got some money now. 8,000 credits worth of profit. Let's try it. Let's try it. See what the job board's like. Sometimes they're long. Normally I end them in about 3 hours. I'm probably about to end this one, to be honest. Clothing, buy all. Very low. Part. We're gonna go back to something. Well, let's do the job board first. Make sure we can get a job. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end this one here in just a couple minutes. Job board. Hephaestus, where's that one? That's too far away. Well, these are way too far away. Delivery to Asgard, Giron. That's an Alpha Centauri. That's not too far. Yeah, some of these are really far away. Let's try this one. Alright. It's a long jump. That's Civic. Glory. I've got 0 tons of cargo space available, so I actually can't do any of that. We're gonna go back to Ruticus, I think. It's the best chance. Yo, what's up, Dexter? How many languages can I understand? I can understand some French and a lot of Spanish. I understand a lot of Spanish. This is low too, but profit's profit. Let's sell it anyway. 500 creds. Profit, that's not terrible. It's not great. It's not terrible either though. Let's just chill here for a little while. Chill here for a little while. But anyway, yeah, I think it's a good time to end the stream. We've had a good stream so far, guys. I think you guys should have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your time. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe. I might be doing something tomorrow, but we'll see about it. Y'all have a blessed day, man. Take it easy. Stay safe out there. Peace out.